Hello everyone, welcome to JMac Investing. My name is Jason. That's Mr. Pickle. We're going to jump into the next battery play that's coming public via a SPAC. And let me tell you, I've connected a whole bunch of dots on this one. I'm really excited to share it with you. So is he. Let's get right into it. So I hope everyone is doing well today. Like I said, we're going to be jumping into a new pure play, clean battery SPAC company that's coming public via a SPAC. This one's definitely under the radar, okay? It hasn't ran yet, really, and not many people talking about it. I've scanned over Twitter and stock tweets. There's a few people that have picked up on it, but none of the big accounts. So fortunately for you all, this is going to be a nice little gem to go ahead and get into if you do your own due diligence. Because remember, I'm not a financial advisor. And at the end of the day, Mr. Pickle, I was surprised how much attention and how much folks liked him. So he's staying a part of the channel. And at the end of the day, everything goes through him. And he makes the final say whether this is a good company or not. So say what's up to the crowd. Now that I got your attention, now that you're locked in, I want to not waste your time or mine, and I usually spend time going a lot through the slide deck when a new SPAC drops. This one dropped a couple of days ago, and like I said, has not ran yet. So I'm not going to do the normal routine. I am going to go through a little bit of the slide deck, but what I really need to do on this one is connect all the dots so you can see why this one is going to be ginormous. Okay. That being said, let's just go ahead and jump right we'll quickly look over the slide deck. So real quick, so the company is FREYR, FREYR. That's the target company. The SPAC that is coming through, and the ticker symbol that you buy it under. That the SPAC is Alussa Energy Acquisition, and the ticker symbol on it is ALUS. The warrants on this one are ALUSWS. Basically what we got going is FREYR is the developer of clean next generation battery cells. So these guys are creating the cells targeting 43 gigawatt hours of capacity by 2025, which is it's supposed to be one of the biggest in all of Europe, right, by 2025. So we're not talking about something small, tiny here. We're talking massive. There's an anticipated pipe of 600 million, which is kind of big. So there's something to consider. And so the transaction implies a post-transaction enterprise value of $529 million and an equity value of $1.4 billion, including that pipe. So this really is a highly attractive entry valuation relative to battery peer group metrics when you're thinking about QuantumScape and you're thinking about Romeo Power. Again, this is an early stage pre-revenue company, so it is what it is. Okay, but all of these battery plays have mooned out. It's just how it is. Main thing is the partners here. Strategic partnering of next generation semi-solid. So they're calling these semi-solid battery cell technology, expected to materially reduce costs. So we began to talk about this in my Discord. Some people were confused. They were like, whatever, that sounds gimmicky. All right, I'm gonna play a quick video, and so this will explain what semi-solid is and how it's going to save money and how it differentiates itself from a traditional lithium battery. Let's play that.
These two lithium-ion cells look exactly the same. And yet one costs 40% less and stores more energy. Looking inside a conventional cell, we see a myriad of metal and plastic layers that have plagued the industry with high costs for 25 years. As shown in these actual cross-section images, the revolutionary 24M design strips away more than 80% of this excess material. We call it semi-solid lithium-ion. A better design, a better battery, a better energy future.
24M is the company that they partner with. They have signed a partnership with them and for unlimited use of their technology. So that's what I'm saying. This company hasn't put it all together themselves. They've set up all the partnerships. And you might say, well, in a lot of cases that wouldn't work when you aren't doing it, you aren't vertically integrating everything. But I'm going to tell you why this one is going to work. This one is being backed by the Norway government, the Norway media, the politicians in Norway. Everyone is backing this. And Norway is where the EV boom is taking place. It's not really taking place here in America yet, although we're on the very tip of the iceberg here. And in Europe, it's already underway, but the place where it is the hottest, I just actually saw the Super Bowl ad that with Will Ferrell that's going to be playing. He is a GM commercial, and he's joking, saying, Norway's leading the EV revolution, and you're going to see that at the Super Bowl. It's going to be hilarious. But when you see that, think of this company, because this company is being backed by Norway to ramp up the battery production for the EV revolution taking place in Norway. Matter of fact, let's skip some of this slide deck and let's jump over and show you some of the details where I connected some of those dots. Here we go over on a blog from Norway, High North News. FREYR battery company gets NOK 7.3 billion and will list on the New York Stock Exchange. They plan for large-scale battery cell production in northern Norway. Company expects to create up to 1,500 new jobs over the next 4 to 5 years, most in the Helgeland region. And they're already hiring like crazy. I'll show you in a second here the jobs that they're already hiring for. The main reason I want to come to this article is just to show you and connect these dots here. They have broad support. We have found broad support from politicians, business organizations, and the Norwegian tech community on local and national levels ever since we started FREYR in 2018, along with our partners Innovation Norway, Helgeland Invest, so on. Rana municipality, as well as other local and regional actors, FREYR has gone from being on the drawing board to becoming a reality thanks to the support from international investors, says Torsten Dale. I don't know how to say his last name, the founder and working chairman of FREYR. So there you go. It just shows you that the entire community's rallied around this. Here's over on their website where it shows where I was saying they're hiring like crazy. And you can see FREYR's looking to fill about 40 positions now, and what would be to be one of Europe's most exciting startup companies. Perhaps you could make a major contribution. We will post up to 40 positions over the next few days, and you can see battery cell technologists, legal counsel, head of digital, production engineers, quality engineers. And they also went ahead and hired a really experienced Japanese R&D gentleman who has about 30 years in the industry. They really have some big hitters on their team. The head of R&D, who they just hired, FREYR has appointed Motoki Nishijima as head of research and development to support clean battery cell production in Norway. He is a specialist in next generation batteries and has over 30 years of R&D experience. Right here, prior to joining FREYR, Nishijima worked as a manager for next generation battery at the Japanese Research Institute, KRI Co., and at Sharp Corporation. Tons and tons of experience here. I realize I'm kind of jumping around. Sorry about that. But it goes back to the semi-solid state battery deal they struck with 24M. And kind of the main thing that sticks out here that you really need to home in on is the license agreement provides FREYR with rights to unlimited production of battery cells based on 24M's current and all future technology. So that means what they have now and future is all included. This will enable FREYR to benefit from 24M's ongoing R&D and integrate future versions of the semi-solid platform into its production and sale of battery cells into all market segments. FREYR will pay both upfront and running fees to 24M. So you see what I'm saying? So they're outsourcing this to a company that broke ground on this semi-solid state battery, and they're locking them in so that they can continue to innovate. And as they innovate, guess what? Guess who benefits? FREYR, because they're the ones producing the cells. 24M is the one that's doing the R&D and innovating. And you may be asking, do they have customers? Yes, they do have customers. Siemens Energy to purchase FREYR battery cells. They struck a deal with Siemens here. The Norwegian company has now signed a letter of intent with Siemens for the supply of cells for maritime applications and stationary energy storage. It's an agreement partnership According to the agreement, Siemens Energy intends to purchase a significant portion of the volume from a fast-track production line, which is scheduled for commission in late 21 or early 22. The volume is to be significantly increased again when a second fast-track line is planned to open by the end of 2022 or early 23. Both companies are planning to cooperate on the development of the construction of stationary storage systems. You can see what I'm saying. So this might sound like it's kind of far out, and it's not really. It is more of a concept, but I'm telling you, all of the pieces are in place. This was like all already pre-organized. They just needed the funding. They're getting the funding through the SPAC, and then they're hitting the ground, taking off, running. This isn't like some of these other pre-revenue companies where everything is all in place and you got to wait on the partnerships. These guys struck all the partnerships, signed the MOUs, signed the agreements. They've done it all. You can see they have also signed a deal for some rare earth materials, a big contract. Here you go. FREYR and Glencore signed the MOU for potential supply of traceable battery raw materials. So that's in place. They also signed a MOU with Glencore here as well for cobalt. Here's the cobalt deal. Was just struck 2 days ago. FREYR and Glencore signed LOI for supply of ethically sourced cobalt. So are you getting the picture here? Everything's in place. All of the partnerships, MOUs, LOIs. This one's going to be nuts. Wrapping it up, putting the bow on it. Here is, we're going to tie it up with the revenue projections. I left a lot of gaps in here, so you really will want to do your own due diligence. I just wanted to highlight all of the things that I saw about this company that are all coming together. As you can see, it's pre-revenue, 2021, no revenue. In 2022, 11 million. And then from there jumps up, I don't know, 3,000% to 321 revenue. And this is a spot. These are projections. These are estimations. You got to make up your mind if you believe it. This looks realistic or not to you. You have to make your own mind up if you think it is. You can look over at QuantumScape if you think this one is unbelievable, and you could look at that one, and that one is way more unbelievable. That one makes no sense the way it went mad. It went crazy, skyrocketing. I had no clue that was going to happen, so I'm not going to miss out on this one, which also could do something crazy like that. You can see it goes right on up to, and your growth, if you're looking at the numbers here, like this one is about 3,000, or maybe it's 300%. Sorry, 300% here from 2022 to 23. Same in 24, 107% into 2025. And it slows down a bit in 26, 27, and 28. Nonetheless, by this point, you will have already made all your money, and the slowdown is something that's inevitable with a bigger company as it gets bigger. But you can see the margins grow, and they start capping about here in 2024. The margin percentage 31%, and EBITDA margin, same thing, stays about flat there. So by 2024, they're expecting to be EBITDA positive, which, like I said, QuantumScape is what, 2026 or 2027 before they expect to be EBITDA positive. Wrapping it up, like I said, let me know your thoughts on it. All I can tell you is I got heavy bags, and I'm really willing to average down. If this thing went down, I would gladly average down into this one and keep loading the boat here. That all being said, I've gave you my take on it, and the fact that I have invested and will invest more if it goes down more. I'd probably cap this similar to Astra. I probably wouldn't buy warrants over $5. Commons right now on this one are about 14. I probably personally wouldn't buy commons over 16 or 17 on this one. That may give you a double. If it does like STPK goes up to about $35, that'd be a double. On the warrants, they could go to 15 or 20. This could go crazy, right? So this is all speculative, and don't take my price targets or my advice, because this is not financial advice. Mr. Pickle, what is your take on this particular company? Are you feeling FREYR or are you not? He's all in. That's all I got, guys. If you're enjoying the content, please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, turn on the notification bell to get notified when new videos come out, when new SPACs come out. And also, consider joining the Patreon group. Fantastic group of investors. And I have limited the amount of people that can join the tiers that give you private Discord access to a little over 1,020 to be specific. So when it hits 1,020, the only way you can get in is if someone else drops. So it is what it is. I want the Discord to be people that really want to be there, and they want to hold their spot. They want to be a part of what's going on in that Discord, and it is a very healthy Discord. If you look into, I know a lot of people there's a mass exodus from Robinhood. I've got referral links down in the description below for WeBull, where you can get 2 free stocks. Moomoo, because of the Robinhood thing, they're giving up to 8 free stocks. So, and Moomoo is actually one of my favorite platforms. I'm actually going to make a video. I'm trying to bring a portfolio from, I invested $6,000 into the portfolio. I got it up to about 50 grand. I haven't invested any more money. So I'm trying to get it from 6 grand to 100 grand. Then I'm going to highlight Moomoo, how I did that on Moomoo. Moomoo has a great mobile app. And they've got a great desktop app and a web app. So anyway, consider signing up below. That's all I got. Until next time, guys. Doses.